So good morning. It is really toasty outside. I woke up a bit late. I kept snoozing my alarm, and so that means that I took Smokey out at about 6:30 instead of 5:30, and that hour has such a difference. Let me tell you. But usually once a week, I will take one day where I will actually try to walk him at night a bit longer than during the day, just to give him a little bit different view, I guess, or perspective. Last week it was on Thursday, and today it ends up being Wednesday. So I am on the sixth day of fasting. I don't know if I mentioned day 4. Day 4 was pretty easy. It's almost like it's become habit now. It's like, well, I don't really feel hungry except at certain times. And I'm just tired, but I think that's mostly dialysis. And I really do feel good, but I have noticed that I'm starting to cramp a little bit. So yesterday I did eat avocado and made sure I took a potassium pill. And I'll probably eat another piece of avocado today just to keep those muscle cramps away, because I don't want to have them because they hurt. But, it's just, I don't know. I feel like even when you're not fasting and you're on dialysis, muscle cramps or foot cramps are just what happens. It's just like, I don't know. That's just something that you go through. And what's really good about it, though, is that it does give you a really fast indication of that you're probably dehydrated, or your potassium is pretty low. So I have been mentally remembering to drink my water. And so I think it might be the potassium, because I'm still peeing and still doing what I'm supposed to be doing, basically. So who knows? But I guess that's it for now, because there's not really much to say. I just normally always feel pretty tired on a Wednesday and Thursday morning, just because we go to the gym. I did try to dance last night a little bit, but I did feel a little bit like sluggish, although I did dance to a couple songs. So that was good. And I got to see friends who I haven't seen in a long time, and that was really, really special. So overall, last night was really great. I thought I would feel tempted about eating there, but I really did not. Not because their food is horrible, but because I think we've eaten there so much that now it's just kind of like second nature to not eat there. Which I don't want to, give the impression that it's a bad place to eat. It's just that when you're there 2 times a week for 365 days out of the year, or 52 weeks, is that? Then it's just pretty, I guess things kind of get bland. So tonight will be different, though. And I will say my friend Vicky, who was there last night, she got wings. And it was a lemon pepper wings. And that aroma of those wings were really delicious smelling to me. And I walked over to Donnie. He was sitting with some guys at the back table. And I was like, I'm so hungry. I just smelled those wings and I am so hungry. But again, I didn't eat anything. But tonight is wing night. And I'm a little bit concerned that it will be difficult tonight. I do believe that I will go ahead and eat tomorrow, because that will make it officially 7 days, a whole week, which seems short in some sense, but also very long. But we'll see. I don't know, because I don't know. I am going to Google investigate bone broth because that's what's highly recommended. I guess I could do like a chicken broth or a beef broth. And I'll have to figure out why they say bone broth versus those two. Maybe there's a salt intake or something as a reintroduction to food. So my first thought, though, was to go to Badar here in Tucson, which is my only place I really go for Asian food, unless it's Miss Saigon's for pho. But pho just has a lot of sodium, so I don't know if I should do that as a meal first or what. But I do know that I think probably the wonton soup, just a little cup of that would probably be the best first step to eating again, because it should be gentle enough to not corrupt and disrupt, and it'll ease its way back into my body. I'm thinking, which is I would think is similar to bone broth, but again, I'll have to research that out and kind of figure out what they mean by that. Like I know how to make homemade broths, and I know how bone broth is made, but I don't know that I want to tackle that. And because I don't know that that's something that we would eat consistently or all the time, but I don't know. It's one of those odd things that's just easier to go to the store and get it. Another option would be ramen broth, because that seasoning packet's so good. And I don't know if it's the noodles that's so comforting or if it's the liquid that's so comforting. But there are times when I feel really yucky or something, and I will want to eat ramen, and if there's something just soothing about it, and I don't know quite what it is. But I think that could possibly have too much sodium in it, and I don't want to aggressively eat. Although you want to, like in your head you want to. I know on Thursday, on day 4, and I think, I know like day 4, I thought about food quite a lot. And I'm really active on social media, and so seeing people make food was interesting because I feel like I may have pulled away from making so many things authentically. And so I'm excited to try some new recipes I found and to really try some twist on flavors, while hopefully staying within serving size. Especially, I guess, Mexican food, like salsas. I've never really done anything really authentic. I do make fry bread. So, so when I make tacos, I feel like it's very Americanized, which is not bad. It's just that watching these other videos, I'm like, wow, they make like homemade sauces, they make homemade salsas, they make all this, the homemade tortillas. I don't know how to make tortillas. Donnie makes them, and they're really good. I also think, well, he also makes sourdough bread, and so we try to focus in on making homemade stuff, but it's still that struggle between eating healthy and making homemade things and being tired and just wanting to get the task done with so we can relax and go to bed or whatever the case may be. So I think that is still a pretty big battle to kind of get through. Perhaps I need to be more diligent in my foods calendar, which I usually do all the time. So I'll have to figure out how to stay on task, because the biggest thing about when you fast is when you stop fasting, you overconsume because your taste buds, your mind, your essence is like food. And so I was watching I was watching Alone. And when one of the guys got picked up, he was really upset because he really wanted to stay out there. But he said, I can't get any game. So I'm so hungry. And he's like, did you guys, did you bring me anything to eat? And the camera guy like opens up this thermos and he's like, here's some soup. And the guy was so happy, he started crying. And I was just like, I kind of feel that. I kind of understand what he is saying. And it's amazing to me that they went 21 days, if not longer, 50 days. Well, the guys, I think, were out there 50 days-ish. So more than half of that was without food. And if I didn't have the thought of a kidney issue or doing dialysis, it'd be interesting to see if I could go that long without eating, because I'm just a challenging type person. I don't know. It's just always been kind of fascinating to me, like how much can the body withstand? I really do feel like you tell your body what to do and it will do it for the most part. Because I would like to tell my body to have my kidney kick back in, but I don't know that it will do that. But the human body is incredible, and we adapt. And I think that having positive attitude helps 100%.